At some point in our lives, each of us has grappled with negative thoughts that incessantly disturb our peace of mind. These thoughts, whether stemming from self-doubt, fear, or anxiety, have a tendency to loom larger in our consciousness the more we try to push them away. Despite our efforts to shake them off, they persist, gnawing at our mental well-being and preventing us from experiencing true tranquility. But fear not, for in this video, I am here to guide you on a journey towards liberation from these intrusive thoughts. Together, we will explore effective techniques and strategies designed to help you break free from the grip of negativity and reclaim control over your mental landscape. By the time you reach the conclusion of this video, I assure you, you will find yourself imbued with a greater sense of inner peace and clarity. It is not merely a hope, but a promise that through dedicated practice and mindful engagement with the content presented, you will emerge on the other side feeling lighter, calmer, and more at ease with yourself and the world around you. So I urge you to commit yourself fully to this process. Follow along attentively, absorb the wisdom imparted, and trust in the transformative power of the journey ahead. Together, we will pave the path towards a brighter, more peaceful existence. Now on to our story. Once upon a time, there was a Zen master in a Buddhist monastery. One day a man approached him and said, "Sir, my mind is very troubled. Many thoughts are constantly assailing me. Please give me a mantra to reduce the thoughts in the mind." The master looked at him and said, "My friend, start meditating every day with the meditation practice. Slowly, your mind will begin to calm down." But the man said, "Sir, please don't tell me to meditate. I can't meditate because when I try to do it, even more thoughts crowd my mind, and most of these thoughts are negative." The master replied, "Don't worry, it happens in the initial stage of meditation. But through constant and slow practice, your mind will begin to calm down. There are also other techniques that you can try to free your mind from negative thoughts." However, the man said, "Sir, meditation is not my strong point. Please give me a mantra to calm my mind." The master understood that this man would not easily understand. So he replied, "All right, if you insist, I will give you a mantra that can calm your mind." Then he whispered a mantra in the man's ear and told him, "You must recite this mantra while you are sitting alone every day." The man was delighted. "Thank you, master. I will recite this mantra every day." As he was about to leave, the master added, "But remember one thing, don't think of a monkey while you recite this mantra. Otherwise, the mantra will become ineffective." The man said, "Master, why should I think of a monkey? I have never thought about a monkey in all my life." So the man happily returned home and he sat down to recite the mantra. When he began to recite the mantra, he remembered the words of the Zen master who had told him not to think of a monkey while reciting the mantra. As he remembered the words of the master, images of monkeys began to crowd his mind. He tried to ignore the monkey's thoughts, but the more he tried to ignore them, the more monkeys flocked in his mind. After a while, his mind was completely full of monkeys. The man thought, "Why did the master give me this instruction? If he knew that the monkey would be a problem, he should not have mentioned it." No other animal came to his mind. The monkeys would not go away. The man got up, washed himself, changed his clothes, and sat back down in a room to recite the mantra. As soon as he closed his eyes, the monkeys attacked him. They were everywhere, and everywhere he looked, he saw monkeys. Even at night, he began to see monkeys instead of members of his family. The next morning, the man was enraged, and so the next day, he ran to the master and told him everything. "Master, what kind of mantra did you give me before yesterday? I had never thought about monkeys, and now my mind is completely filled with thoughts of monkeys. The monkeys don't leave me a moment's respite. Please help me and free my mind from these monkeys." The master thought for a moment and said, "All right, stop reciting the mantra, don't do anything." The man sat down, he relaxed and stopped reciting the mantra. He was surprised to see that now there were no more monkey thoughts. Everything had returned to normal. The master said, "My friend, I just wanted to show you the nature of our mind. Never try to fight your spirit. Just as the more you compress a spring, the more it will then jump. In the same way, the more you try to suppress your mind, the more it will become strong. Keep calm. Begin to observe the thoughts of the mind, and you will find that your mind will calm down gradually and automatically. And to observe your mind, you have to practice meditation. If we observe our lives, we will find that our mind is like a monkey, jumping here and there all the time. If you want to forcibly stop this monkey spirit, you cannot do it. Just like a spring, the more you compress it, the more the spring will jump. The same way, the more you try to stop the thoughts in your mind, the more those thoughts will come to your mind. Recent scientific studies have shown that a human mind produces between 36,000 and 80,000 thoughts a day. If you try to forcefully stop these thoughts, you will not succeed in doing so. On the contrary, the same effort to stop them makes them stronger. The same effort to avoid them becomes attention. When you start avoiding something on purpose, attention begins to pay too much attention to it. Therefore, it is not necessary to stop the thoughts. You just need to observe your thoughts without binding yourself to them. In our daily life, we usually do not manage to control our thoughts, but in meditation, you can do it easily. Therefore, you have to practice meditation to witness your spirit. Some people experience that when they start meditating, the thoughts in their mind increase. But the reason for this is that when we begin to meditate, the old impressions hidden in our mind begin to emerge. It's like when you clean your house and all the dust comes out. In the same way, when you start to meditate, all the mental dust starts to come out and you start having more thoughts. But you don't have to worry about it. Just keep simply observing your thoughts without binding yourself to them and continue to slowly practice your meditation. Slowly, all the dust of the mind will come out. Then the mind itself will begin to calm down and you will begin to have fewer thoughts. With prolonged practice and constant will, you will become the master of your mind. Did you like these wise words? Then I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more content on wisdom and personal development. Thank you immensely for dedicating your time to watch this video. Your presence and engagement mean the world to me, and I am truly grateful for the opportunity to share this transformative journey with you. As we conclude our time together, I urge you to carry forward a crucial lesson: the importance of observing your mind without becoming entangled in the web of your thoughts. It is a practice of mindfulness and self-awareness that holds the key to unlocking profound insights and cultivating inner peace. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's all too easy to allow our thoughts to consume us, pulling us into a whirlwind of worry, doubt, and distraction. But by taking a step back and assuming the role of the impartial observer, we can gain invaluable perspective on the workings of our own minds. Rather than allowing ourselves to be swept away by every passing thought, we can choose to simply witness them as they arise and dissipate, like clouds drifting across the sky. In doing so, we create space for clarity, understanding, and ultimately, liberation from the ceaseless chatter of the mind. So, as you go about your day, I encourage you to embrace this practice wholeheartedly. Notice the thoughts that arise within you, but resist the urge to identify with them or allow them to dictate your reality. Instead, cultivate a sense of detachment and watch as a newfound sense of calm and serenity begins to permeate your being. In this way, you will not only discover greater peace and contentment in your life, but also unlock the boundless potential that lies within you. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and growth. May your path be illuminated by the light of mindfulness, and may you continue to flourish in every aspect of your existence.